So, welcome to Outside Xtra, and March is upon us.
Oh my goodness.
The Ides of March are nearing. That's 15th of March, fun fact.
Is that what the Ides of March are?
Yeah.
15th of March.
15th of March, so be careful on the 15th if your name is Julius. But also be excited about lots of cool games that are coming out this month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way better than being stabbed.
Totally.
That's our guarantee.
Well, you do a bit of stabbing in some of them, but let's see. The wait for Sea of Thieves is almost over as the long-in-development multiplayer pirate sim finally pulls into harbour this March, unloading a hold full of co-op adventures in a cartoonish open world. It's finally here.
Yeah, it is.
Cannot wait.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Gonna be a pirate. Gonna sail the seven seas. Well,
It is pretty exciting. We've played a bit of the beta and stuff, and it's been really good fun. I still have my slight concerns over the sort of. It's not really single player, but the kind of story to it, and whether that's going to be entertaining. But just cutting about as a pirate and drinking and playing the accordion is enough fun in and of itself.
Yeah, I think so. They've shown some kind of end game type things where you get to go to an exclusive pirate club and stuff, which I think is quite
No trainers.
Cool.
Guy shows up at the door, one trainer on and then a peg leg. This is the first, I think, first-party Microsoft game that is going to be part of a brand new game that is part of the Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't actually need to buy it.
No.
You could just pay your however many quid a month.
Yeah.
And you get access to it immediately when it comes out. It's sort of the Netflix approach, right? You get these kind of big budget shows and movies and things like a Cloverfield movie debuting on Netflix. This is the first sort of time we've seen that in the games space, as a boring person would call it. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Or hooks.
Hooks crossed. Oh God, I can't get them apart. Oh, my career as a pirate is over.
One of the more curious games shown off at last year's E3 conference, A Way Out, is a co-op game in which you must break out of prison. Expect loads of split screen and different ways to complete your objectives. Andy had a good look at it last year, and it's a kind of you break out of prison and then it's dealing with the outside world and trying to stay out of the way of trouble, but also getting into trouble a lot as well.
It's a co-op game, but a co-op game where you can be doing different things. You know, so many co-op games are just
different things.
Just you're both in the same area doing the same thing. And while it won't be, while there will be points where you're both together and stuff, the idea of kind of splitting off and kind of taking care of your own stuff is pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, I think it'd be quite interesting to see how, people enjoy this, because it is just something quite different. Kirby may not be Nintendo's most famous character, but this marshmallowy little menace is still close to our hearts and smashes onto the Switch this month in Kirby Star Allies. This colourful platformer sees Kirby throwing hearts at his enemies to turn them into allies, and a co-op mode is also on board. So this is the first Nintendo character who's getting his own game in 2018.
Right.
So there's a little bit of pressure on you, Kirby, but he's quite squishy, so I think
he'll withstand it. He could be smashed flat and he'll probably just bounce back. Is Kirby good these days?
Yeah,
I haven't played a Kirby game in about 1,000,000 years.
Well, because they were all on the 3DS and 2DS. But I quite like the idea of I'm going to throw a heart at you and then you're going to be my friend.
Right.
If only it was that easy in real life.
Yeah, I know. I don't know much about this one, but I know there was a game recently which was Kirby Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Which apparently isn't just PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, but with Kirby's.
No.
Which is a disappointment. So I'm hoping this one's better.
Anything that comes out on the Switch, I'm quite excited for. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, everything's better when you can play it on a plane or on the toilet.
Yeah, well.
That's the point of the Switch.
Lower the tone, we all do it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't pretend you're better than this.
Even fans of the Assassin's Creed series could be forgiven for not having played or even heard of Rogue, which offered plenty of piratical high seas adventures when it was first released. Having somewhat slipped under the radar though, it's back this month in fully remastered form. So, confession, I've not played
What?
Rogue yet.
You're the world's biggest Assassin's Creed fan.
I know.
And even you missed it.
I know. It came out at the same time as Unity, didn't it? It's already backwards compatible, but this is like a remastered kind of thing. So if you completely missed it, then you got it.
It seemed very Black Flag in vibe. It's got a lot of the kind of ship combat and things like that. So, but it's kind of set in the kind of colder north or whatever, which is kind of interesting. And so they re-released that one with Avaline.
Yeah, it was on PS Vita, which was
and they
cute.
Yeah, exactly. And then they re-released it on Xbox 360, and I was like, oh my god, this is a really good, Assassin's Creed game.
She's a great character.
Yeah, so they're doing the same thing with Rogue. I think it's a great opportunity, and particularly because Origins is so kind of different in terms of its playstyle and the, you know, and the setting and things like that. It's kind of cool to have a sort of a now kind of old school Assassin's Creed game to play in the middle of the year as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually having a crack at it.
RPG fans will want to keep an eye on Ni no Kuni 2. The first game was built in collaboration with Studio Ghibli, the famed animation squad behind Spirited Away and many more anime classics. And while Ghibli may have stepped away for the sequel, it still looks a treat. The game follows young King Evan Pettywhisker Tildrum on a quest to reclaim his kingdom, plus a refreshed battle system that sees you deploying elemental Higgledees.
Evan Pettywhisker.
Pettywhisker uses Higgledees. So cute. I didn't play the first game.
No, me either, but it looked amazing from what I saw of it.
I think it's an absolute treat to just watch. He looks adorable. He's got a little
We've lost her.
Yeah,
she's
sorry.
Gone. Solid gone. Yeah, it looks cool, and the first one was very, very popular.
Yeah.
So, you know, the loss of Studio Ghibli could be a big deal, or they could have learnt enough from the first one that they can kind of replicate it.
I think they kind of were like, okay, we know the art style now, and then we can build upon that. So it's a bit more like fan art Ghibli, but you know.
I think it's a bit of a cult classic.
Yeah.
And so I don't know whether you need to have played the first one or not, but apparently the first one's really good anyway. So maybe get on that.
Cult classic N64 games Turok and Turok 2 are getting re-released on Xbox One this month, direct from the 90s with enhanced graphics. Well, slightly enhanced. Turok 2 has a new multiplayer mode that combines levels, weapons and visuals from the PC and N64 versions of the game. Now this is one that you were like, Ellen, can we talk about it?
Yeah, right. So I used to love Turok 2 specifically on the N64. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I don't know how well it'll stand up to like modern gaming sensibilities, but certainly the multiplayer on the N64 in Turok 2 was endlessly entertaining.
Yeah.
Not least because it's got a gun called the cerebral bore, which is a tiny drill that drills into your skull and pumps your brain out in a big sort of torrent. It's absolutely horrifying. So yeah, if you got hit by that thing, it was bad times. But yeah, and I mean, obviously it's not the king of N64 shooters, which is GoldenEye. Basically, if you loved them as a kid, like this is going to be enormously exciting news. If you didn't, probably you couldn't give a monkeys.
Yeah.
There are loads of monkeys in the game as well.
Fun fact.
Tied it back in.
Yeah.
That's why they pay me the medium bucks.
The world of racing games has mourned the absence of the Burnout series, which made its name with metal crunching brilliantly implausible into-car combat. But rejoice, for Burnout Paradise is getting an HD makeover out this month. Burnout takedowns is what I know, and you go and it goes.
Yeah, Paradise was the open world one.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer. It looks pretty much exactly as I remember it being. I mean, it's now in 4K and 60 frames per second, but it wasn't a bad looking game previously. So it looks much the same as it always did.
Well, it's like upscaled in your memory.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you
the old
see
rose-tinted upscaling goggles.
Yeah.
I'm just sad they didn't remake Burnout 3 Takedown, because that's the one I love the most.
Maybe next time.
Maybe. Oh, the good news is as well is that Avril Lavigne will still be on the soundtrack, right? It was on the soundtrack to the original game, and they have relicensed Avril Lavigne's I Don't Like Your Boyfriend or Girlfriend or whatever the song was.
Boyfriend.
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend. No way. I think you need a new one.
Correct.
Hey, you. I could be your girlfriend.
Cars crashing into each other. That's the Burnout Paradise experience.
Paradise.
You don't even need to play it.
Following delays, the 5th instalment in the core Far Cry series is finally en route, taking players into the US heartland to do battle with the Eden's Gate cult. Expect even more vehicular and weapons-based mayhem in this open-world adventure, which lets you team up with man's best friend to tear the throats out of your foes.
Is it coming out this time?
It's
you
hopefully.
Promise? For reals?
Hopefully.
Is it actually coming out?
Yeah, I think
okay.
it
Good.
is.
That's good, because Far Cry games are always pretty good.
I think it'll be great. I cannot wait to liberate all of the towns. That is like a guilty pleasure of mine. Is like just going to all of the different outposts and being like.
Do you think there's going to be a lot of animals in cages? Because that was my go-to strategy. Was you know, shooting the lock off a cage and watching a bear go ballistic or something.
But if you can't find locked up animals to free and attack all the locals, what you can do is set Boomer on them, who is
your tiny adorable dog.
You've got other people that you can choose from to be like your co-op buddies who are like AI versions, but of course you're going to choose Boomer because it's a dog. So.
Or you could call in your friend in his plane to drop a bomb on things, which is what I did to that cow when we played it, and everyone got very upset in the comments. What are you, all vegans? Probably. It's a sensible, healthy way to live your life. And reduces your footprint on the globe for the betterment of all mankind. I don't know what I'm complaining about, really. I'm terribly sorry about that cow.
Right, so those are just some of the games making their way to us on consoles and PCs and all sorts. Mike, what are you most looking forward to?
Well, I would like to say Assassin's Creed Rogue, because I'm really excited about that. But let's be honest, the game I'm going to be sinking the most time into in March is probably Far Cry 5.
Far Cry 5, cool.
It's going to be very, very cool. But Rogue will definitely get a bit of time, because it's one of those ones that I wish I'd had time to play at the time, and it's really nice to see it getting a remaster.
Yeah, I think those two are on my list, and especially Sea of Thieves.
Oh yes,
jump
of course,
in and be a pirate, and I think we'll try and do lots of fun stuff.
Piratey stuff, yeah. I'm going to get drunk and fall off the ship again.
Yes.
So,
and in the game.
And in the game.
So those are our picks. Let us know your choices down below. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed as well. And go over and subscribe to Outside Xbox because they're awesome. And also click the little bell notification on both those subscriptions so then you get all the cool videos from us straight away.
Ding-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling. Thanks for watching and we shall see you next time. Bye!